Mod RC, I'm back, and I finally got this Ranger ready to run. So since the last video, I had issues with the rear shocks. I didn't like the shocks that I bought. They just weren't working properly. They weren't really dampening. So I took the brackets off. I took those shocks off, and I had test fit a set of Yeah Racing coilover 60 millimeter from a street car that I have. They worked, so I ordered another set, and I have those on here. And I did go to a 40 weight oil in these. And it works great. It's nice and smooth, so I think it worked out perfectly here. Let's see here, what else? Again, electronics are all in. The front shocks, I'm not crazy about them. They both have the same weight oil, but they feel different as far as the dampening. One works better than the other, but the one that's firmer, that I like more, it's leaking up here at the shaft. When you work the shock, you'll see it kind of pull up a little bit on top of the brass here. So I ordered a matching set of Yeah Racing 70 millimeter shocks for the front. So once those come in, I'll get those on. It's going to be a tight fit, so hopefully I won't have any issues, and they will go on without any modifications. The only other thing that I had to do, besides obviously take care of the electronics, was switch out the servo horn. So I had to go to a taller horn, and this was just a plastic horn I found in my parts bin. I just had to cut off the bottom, and it works great. The steering on this thing, it's kind of hard to adjust because you have this long linkage, and it flexes a little bit. It's not the greatest setup, but it works. It's kind of hard to get it centered so it drives straight, because even though the center or the servo will recenter itself, obviously, when you let off the wheel, it kind of has to work out the flex a little bit, if that makes sense. So it's not the best setup, but it's what they did, and it does work. So let's see here. All right, so it's ready to go. All right, let's get this thing on the ground and take it for a ride. All right, back to the Ranger. Take it for a little drive here. Turning radius isn't too bad. Still definitely going to be a top-heavy vehicle with this plastic body. I'm not sure how much juice is left in this battery, but there's full speed. Out of the way. Doesn't move too bad. Guessing maybe, I don't know, close to 20. I also forgot to mention earlier, I did take these knobby rear tires off and put the factory ones on.